God can raise up children for Abraham from these stones. There needs to be a changing of your thinking if you're not going to miss this. And so his baptism is associated with that. And also, you mentioned that this Jordan River thing. Well, once again, the prophets had said this what is yet to come is a new Exodus. Isaiah had spoken of that. As we keep emphasizing this principle of exile, even though the Judeans came back, they rebuilt the temple, they rebuilt the city, they were still in exile. They were still alienated from their God. Yahweh himself had not returned. And so ending their exile meant a new great redemptive work where they would be liberated from their captors, what had brought them into subjugation and oppression. Yahweh would arise, he would liberate them, he would gather them back. A new Exodus was coming. This again is in that last section of Isaiah 40 through 66. So the first Exodus involved them coming to dwell with Yahweh, to be with him in the place where he dwelled by crossing the Jordan River. And so as they go out to the Jordan, and once again they pass through the Jordan, they're being submerged in the Jordan. It is a kind of symbolic thing that they would have recognized as we're once again passing through the Jordan, this preparatory work, Yahweh returning. Once again, we're going to be dwelling with him where he is. That Jordan significance of being, passing through those waters, they would have seen it in that sort of way. And this again involves renewing of the covenant relationship. Yahweh's coming to put all things right. And it's not mentioned in this question, but I think it's important for our readers and listeners to think in terms of Jesus' involvement in John's baptism, because the gospel writers all put Jesus in the center of John's ministry and even John's baptism. And again, when we think that what John is doing is saying to the people, you've sinned, you've broken commandments, you've done this, you've done that, I'm baptizing you to cleanse you from your personal sin. And then Jesus goes out to John to be baptized. And they say, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. And even John says to Jesus, I should be baptized by you. Why would I baptize you? You aren't in need of this return to Yahweh in that way, recognizing him again as this messianic servant. But Jesus says, let it be so at this time to fulfill all righteousness. And he's not saying, okay, well, I'm a sinner too, just like you, and so I need to be made righteous, so baptize me because... And again, we stumble over that because when we think what John is doing is some sort of moral washing, cleansing people from their sin, then there would be no reason for Jesus to do that because he's the spotless, sinless Lamb of God.